I'm Deborah Borchardt, and this is your Marijuana Money Minute. The cannabis industry's fear of big tobacco trying to elbow into the industry has finally come true with the announcement this week of a $175 million investment into organograms from British American Tobacco, or BAT. The BAT subsidiary has subscribed for approximately 58.3 million shares of OGI. That's going to be an almost 20% equity interest. We have a lot of earnings to go over this week. We'll just hit the highlights. Curaleaf Holdings reported managed revenue increased 186% to $233 million in the fourth quarter. For the full year, the company said its revenue grew 161% to $653 million. Air Wellness reported revenue rose 48% in the fourth quarter to $47.8 million. They also trimmed their operating losses to $2.2 million from last year's operating loss of $16.9 million in the fourth quarter. Acreage Holdings reported its fourth quarter and full year results. For the fourth quarter, revenue for Acreage increased 50% to $31.5 million versus a net loss, which was $36.9 million. The green organic Dutchman reported its fourth quarter revenues increased 236% to $10.9 million. They also reported a net loss in the fourth quarter of $23 million, but this was better than last year's $144 million net loss. Biotech Companies Nerva reported that for the fourth quarter, it still has no revenues at this time, and the net loss for the fourth quarter was $9.6 million. We had a lot of financial deals happen this week. California-based Harborside made a $5 million strategic investment in LPF, otherwise known as Loudpack. Aleafia Health closed on a deal that raised $22.7 million for them. Aurora Cannabis filed for a prospectus to offer up to $1 billion in securities. That's a big number. Emerald Health said it applied to the Canadian Securities Exchange to have its common shares listed on the CSE. And those are the big headlines this week. I'm Deborah Borchardt with the Green Market Report. Have a great weekend.